YouTube, back at it again. Get a little more God of War stream going here. So far, I've played a little more since I stopped streaming last night. It is getting even more addictive and much harder.
I am known for my
They are
attention to
definitely
detail.
not messing around with this game.
Wait, no, yes.
Want
Come in.
you to have a full immersive experience and not your average monsters by any means. Whenever I say that it is much harder, it is very much that. But we are going to see what we can continue to push through here.
Where in goodness?
Get a little upgrading going, up our survivability some. It is a must-do thing whenever it comes to this game. If you are not upgrading your stuff, you are not going to make it far, unfortunately. So you gotta make sure anytime you have the chance, you can get in and get your stuff upgraded. Why is that equipped? Or no, that's the one I was already working on. My bad, guys. So we are gonna continue to push a little farther through this today.
Was there something else?
Get a little bit of stream through the day here. I originally was not planning on actually streaming today. Seeing how it's my last day off of work before I actually have to go back in the morning. I work at 2:30 every morning. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I will be live streaming those days. It will just be after I get off of work. For those of you that have not liked or subscribed, feel free to do so. That way you can keep in the know of whenever I am live streaming. By the end of the day today, I will have a Twitter account up. I will post that information here in the comments on one of my videos. Feel free to join me there. I will keep up to date with you all of when I am streaming and when I will not be streaming.
Father, I have a confession to make.
I can tell you right now, chances are the 27th and the 28th I may not be streaming. I am actually in a very good buddy of mine's wedding, so the 27th I have that wedding rehearsal.
It happens again.
28th is the actual wedding. So I will be pretty busy those days. If I can get home at an okay time on those days, I will try to get some stream in. I will also be working on some videos. Get actual step-by-step guides going. I will try to do them as quickly as possible. If there's any certain area you are stuck in, I can definitely go through and try to find some gameplay that I've already done where I have figured out how to get through those areas. That way I can give you a detailed walkthrough. So far up to this point, we have ran into a couple neat characters. Have now gotten the light bow, or I'm sorry, the light arrows, in which you have to activate certain crystals, like this blue one here, under this walkway. As you saw from the video and the stream last night, your bow can actually activate that. After you leave the witch, however, you lose the ability to be able to activate these crystals here. You then in turn have to go get the light and put it back in this talisman here that you see on my belt, and that Kratos ends up waving over the drawstring of Atreus's bow, giving him the ability to actually use those light arrows again. So as of now, we are just going to continue to push on.
What now?
We have the light. To Midgard.
One reason I like the live stream, guys, rather than videos is because personally, I'd rather see somebody screw up and die in a game rather than them potentially just editing their videos and splicing it together so it looks like they just have a flawless playthrough. I'd rather see somebody that is an actual real player, screws up, figures out how to make it work. It's gonna better them as a player and better everybody else that watches, because they'll know a little more what to expect and how to deal with those circumstances. So now we are returning to Midgard from Alheim, which is where we had to go to replenish that light. That's what that mission is there in the top left. The light of Alheim. We had to go get the light to progress farther through. To return to the mountain. Yeah, sorry guys, I was planning on a much longer stream last night. For everybody that did tune in, I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel at High Roller Gaming. My icon is simply just an H with a circle inside a blue circle at the moment. Come to find out, there are other channels out there that is High Roller Gaming that is not me. If you look at most of those channels, those videos are 2-3+ years old. They're not really doing anything with a bunch of young kids.
But you know what really counts?
But I will work on making or creating a better emblem so you can find me a lot easier. Or you can just like and subscribe. And then make sure you hit that bell. That'll give you the notification of whenever I'm online and streaming or whenever I post a video.
What is it, dwarf?
There's this alchemist Andvari. Been working out in the Velander mines. You haven't heard from him in maybe, I don't know, 100 winters or so. Probably dead, but maybe you can find him. He's dwarfing like me. Wears a fancy green ring. Owes me a favor. You look?
If it is on our path.
Oh, I see how it is. Not a something-for-nothing type, are you? Fine. If you find Andvari, I'll make him whip you up something special. This entry stone here ought to get you inside those mines.
Alright. So now we have to go find...
We found something interesting.
Did you
his little dwarven
well,
buddy in the Velander mines. We are going to try to make our push there now. Going.
Do you remember
Also, if you guys do not know,
of course,
or have not checked them out, feel free to
Are we going to the Black Breath?
get out there and check out some of Doofengoof's stuff. Doofengoof is actually two people. Shinobi Joe 420 or as his channel says, it's Shinobi Joe 4 or Doof 420. Help you kind of find him a little easier. And then him and Lucky Ass Chick, which is Goof, they do a lot of live streaming from Killing Floor to GTA, Fortnite. They are all over the place right now. So, big hats off to them. They just reached their 50th subscriber. And they are really making the push. Feel free to check them out. Please like and subscribe to them as well if you like what you see. Other than that, we are going to get back to this. I will try to explain some things as I come across them. Like I said, this is my first playthrough as well. So it will be hit and miss here and there as far as what we really need to be doing. But as I experience it, you'll experience it.
I won't blow into it if you don't.
Okay, well apparently I still can't access this horn. Atreus keeps saying I won't blow into it if you don't. I really don't want to know what he's talking about, but hey.
Look,
by the way, guys, sometimes I will have special guests in here.
And what direction is that?
It's mid-morning.
This is more of an adult channel, so if you don't want to hear any certain language or anything, unfortunately, this is probably not the place for you. If it does not bother you, that is perfectly fine. I would love to have you all here.
I can't read these either, but they're different from the others.
So, every now and then you will come across these runic areas. Only Atreus can read them. Some of these, like this one here, he currently cannot read. You have to find cipher stones, which you will find in different chests, which will actually allow you to read those and decipher them to figure out what they're saying. They can lead you to different items within the game, as well as lead you to secret areas, or just give you a little more backstory on the game itself. So make sure you're keeping your eye out for that. I explained last night in my stream, for those of you that did not catch it, the map is just simply an overview. It does not show you all the hidden paths and caves. You really have to explore on this one. If you want the better stuff, you have to do your exploration. Leave no stone unturned. If you leave a stone unturned on a game like this, chances are you're going to miss out on something very good, or miss out on part of the story. So you definitely want to make sure you are doing that. Currently looks like I still have no access here. As you see, There is a chain there. It was just acting like I could throw my axe at something up there. But unfortunately, it's still not doing anything. Typically it'll glow blue if it's something you can hit. These runes here actually unlocked this chest. I don't know if you guys got to see that, but you had to throw your axe at this up here, which drops your...
What's that up there?
the spikes. And this is the second time I've been to this area. He keeps saying, what's that up there? I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about, unless it's whatever's right here in this little spot. You can kind of see it in the grass there. But we'll see if we can't figure that out for you guys. Okay, almost look like you could come right here and walk that little ledge, but you cannot. So we shall push forward. Okay, so as you guys see, there are 3 crystals, one above each doorway. This one...
Oh, look! The witch's magic is still covering those scorn poles. Saves us some time.
The witch's magic apparently has that handled. Let's go ahead and activate these. Oh boy. So,
I still can't read these.
These portals,
I still can't read these.
from what I've noticed, they go to another realm. It starts off like this. Once you touch it, it becomes a big portal. Some heavier hitting enemies come out. First one I encountered, I won't lie, I got destroyed. They hit very hard. The enemy's difficulty is ranked higher depending on the color of their meter, their health bar. Green is easier, moves up. Purple's like, well, almost like legendary to a certain extent. And then you have orange, which is much harder. We're gonna see what we can't get going here. See, one hit took me out. These purple monsters are very hard to deal with. Literally hit me once and I was dead. Don't think I'm quite high enough to be tangling with them yet. Was not expecting the purples, but as you all saw, those 3 crystals above the doorway, that one is lit from being here previously. You have to activate these 2 with your light arrows, like so. And then that orb pops up in the center. Just like that. Then you just activate it and you have to fight those enemies. Alright, let's see what we have got going now. Okay, these here, just like that blue light crystal, you will find one that you can actually pick up and carry. You bring those to these locations, put it in, shoot it with your light crystal, and it will activate whatever it's supposed to activate, which apparently it's going to activate this rune tablet here, where Atreus can actually read it so you can figure out kind of what you need to do next. Here's one right here. Carry it over here.
Here. Boy.
Interesting.
See, most of these tend to be more lore. As you see there, there's more lore added. It gives you experience. You can go look at that stuff in your journal, kind of give you more of a backstory. It'll kind of play into more of who the Norse gods are, why you're doing what you're doing, and so forth. Thanks for tuning in. Who we got viewing today? Throw you a little bit of a shout out. Feel free to join the chat. Witch's magic is still on that over there.
You boys look like you're gearing up for quite the journey. There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well, it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me.
Okay.
I'd advise caution if you're heading to the storeroom. Last I was there, all manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh, no. No, not at all. He's dead.
Oh.
Well, he won't be upset. He's dead. No big deal. Ooh. Okay.
That was good, right?
I see improvement.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, Kratos, not so much Father of the Year. Kinda treats his son like shit a little bit. But the boy's starting to grow some balls and he's kinda starting to treat him the same way. Let's see here. We'll go to our goals. Light of Valheim. Here we go. Fafnir's Horde. Second Insel. Enter the Volunder Mines. And unlock Muspelheim as a reward. for completing the Muspelheim language cipher. But we will go to that storeroom. Which is right up here near the Wild Woods, which is real close to our destination. Actually, it is not close to our destination. My bad. Our destination's over here. And here's us. So we've got a little trek back. This way, but I think it will be worth it in the long run. So we are gonna see if we can't head back in that direction. And hopefully
Atreus, here.
Yes, Father.
get whatever is inside. I'm assuming it's gonna be something halfway decent, seeing how he said last time he was there it was overran with all kinds of nastiness. So only God knows what kind of creatures we're going to encounter in there. That's right, do not want to head up that way. But we do want to head up this one. Unfortunately, too bad we did not have this objective prior to coming all the way back here. Because now we have to double back to where we came from to even get to this one. Night night, birdie. No cracker for you. All kinds of barrels in the water here. They did say something earlier about this wrecked ship out here, which I actually have not explored yet. We're gonna come over here and see what's over here. Looks like that does not quite look like a wrecked ship, but kind of does at the same time. Hidden area. The Isle of Death. Ooh, well, that sounds promising. Not really, but we shall see what we have here.
Hey, look! A torch!
A torch is built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Most of these blue guys,
I think I should be helping.
you can Well, I should say all of them.
What is that?
A spirit.
It's
You
talking to us.
cannot
It hears you as well.
stick your axe into them at all. It will just immediately bounce off of them. So it's actually best to actually use your fists, which you can actually stun them very easy. Then you'll be able to use that R3 grapple attack on them. And you'll be able to take them out fairly easy.
You're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless. Take caution when lighting these braziers. Sailor and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like moths. I assume we have you to thank for freeing us from a watery grave.
Us?
Other spirits. The Lake of Nine is full of them. Most are able to move on from this realm, but we, lucky few, are stuck here in Midgard until our affairs are in order. Perhaps you can help them as well.
We have no desire to help you, Spirit.
Ah, but you already have. I only wished to see the sky again. Farewell.
Alright, versatile warriors handle, which is going to be for the axe. We'll add 2 defense, 2 to luck. It will drop runic by 8, which, as you see, that increases both your runic attack and elemental damage. And then it'll drop strength by 2, which at this moment I think I could handle losing 2 on the strength, but I really don't want to lose that 2 to runic. Luck is nice because it does increase your perk activation chance and increases your experience and hack silver gains. But for me personally, I am not that worried about that. And then I did get Frost Giant's Frenzy a little while ago, which does look pretty nice, but I do like my shield charge.
Whoa, he disappeared.
That I am using.
Come, let us not be distracted.
So we do have a gold chest here. I still have not actually figured out how to get through these branches. The little vines that seem to encompass quite a few different chests and sometimes doorways in the area. I'm assuming I have not actually collected what I need for that. Well, there's an Eyes of Odin. It is essentially a spiritual crow that kind of flies around. You have to destroy those. If I remember right, there are like 51. I want to say it's 51 of them in the game. I've only ran across just a couple so far.
So, I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are spirits, boy. Dead
Head
things.
over to
They
it.
have no needs, only
As
wants.
well as it looks like
It
there
feels
is
wrong
a
to ignore
wrecked
them.
ship over
We will
here.
get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What was that, boy?
Nothing.
I thought as much.
Let's see if we can't check out this wrecked ship. Don't know if we can or not. I'm assuming we can because there is an item right there on that half and on this other half.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
Is
I don't
to
know.
figure out
Mother
how
always
to
had stories.
actually
Weren't you
get
told
on.
me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew long ago. His stories were
Come
brief
on, boat.
and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what
Okay.
happens?
Well, I really don't see
wager on
a
a race
spot
between
to
them.
actually be
The
able
hare
to
is
climb
too
up there.
confident of victory and foolish,
As
while the
you
tortoise
see,
is steady
it
and
looks like
disciplined.
there's a runic chest up
The
there.
tortoise wins.
You Haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
But I'm not sure how to actually get to it. But here is a dock, which I just now discovered.
Hey, it's another brazier.
I suppose you wish to light it.
Can I?
Some health and health, which I am gonna leave them be. We're gonna light this thing, and hopefully we can take these out
Kveikja.
pretty easy.
Are you both alive?
Another spirit.
Yes.
Hello.
I can't remember the last time I saw something walk these islands that wasn't dead or corrupted.
What do you mean?
The desolation, child. Plagues this land, growing more severe with each passing winter.
Do you know its cause?
Not for certain, but I suspect the appearance of the World Serpent, along with the great flood that followed. Many were drowned, myself among them. The dead began to walk not long after.
Do you need anything from us?
Boy,
I only wish to
If you
speak
didn't
to
get to
someone
see
again.
last night, the
I
World
wish you have
Serpent
to
is
spread.
essentially exactly that. It is a giant serpent. Due to myth, with its size, it is said to encompass the entire planet and all realms, and is large enough to bite its own tail on the other side. It is a very large serpent. They do show it in basically some pictographs that you find as you are playing. And it does show it encompass the entire Earth, but that's all we really know about it so far, besides it is friendly. It is actually not aggressive. It looks aggressive as hell. Okay, Mystic Remnant. Soul lost at sea, used to upgrade the versatile warrior's Vandal. We have freed 2 of 4 spirits. I'm assuming there are going to be 2 more just around the area. We will try to find those as we continue. Some point, we're gonna have to be able to get in there. So, onward we go.
Roy, what did I tell you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know a little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask.
Not sure what these are. I have not had to mess with them at all.
Got another story?
One more. There was a horse. The horse sought vengeance upon his enemy, a stag. But he could not kill the stag alone.
Okay, there's
The
another
horse met a man,
Eye
a
of
hunter,
Odin.
and made a deal. He took the man's bit and bridle and allowed him to ride in the saddle on his back. Together, they killed the stag, and the horse tasted victory. But the hunter would not release the horse and made a slave of him.
So getting revenge cost him his freedom. Hope it was worth it.
It was not.
Okay. Off we go. Looks to be we've got a portal up here. Probably some harder enemies again. Those appear as if they're probably explosive.
Kabekia! Well, worth a shot. I can't translate this without the whole cipher.
Still missing cipher. Okay, so the Mystic Gateway will allow you to fast travel, but it will only take you back to shops. It will not actually let you really do anything else currently. Okay, so there's the Volunder Mines. As you see, we've got one more. Explore the islands of the lake for the unfinished business, which is the spirits we are currently freeing. So we've got one right over here and one here. See, that Mystic Gateway will take you up here to Brock's shop. We are not going to do that. Don't know if we should really attempt this at the moment. Before we do, I am going to go ahead and save here. Just in case. I have not a clue what we're going to encounter. Probably something we don't want to. And it's some purples. That's lovely. And one hit. Ooh. And if I remember right, the purple guys, it looked like they had a 6 in the diamond. I am definitely not high enough for them. I'm at 2.5 now. But it at least adds this to the map. So you know there's one there. Go ahead and pull this map up. We need to go this way.
The world serpent's even over here. I told you he's big.
You see, those are the scales of the world serpent. Part of his body's sticking up out of the water over there. The orange, green, and blue. Okay, so it's looking like we probably have to get on this boat dock here. Problem with that being, unless those two are the ones I've found, I don't believe they are. Okay, no, I am actually still not close enough. I think I just saw it over here to the left, up over on this hill. There can probably be a boat dock over on this side, maybe. But no. Actually, is not on this side. There's an Eyes of Odin up there, as well as some rooms that you actually have to hit to unlock those chests. Okay, we are actually going to dock on the beach. As you see, there are enemies already.
Focus up, boy.
Looks like we got them all.
Alright. Yeah, 51 of them. I have gotten 4 now. That is it. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Just doing a little bit of a walkthrough.
Well,
Well, what?
the brazier?
If you must.
Kvekia.
Let me drop over here. World Serpent Scales.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many winters ago, and I've been itching to see them get theirs.
So you died after all the flooding?
Indeed.
Have you seen other men? Living? A bearded one with tattoos.
Only the one standing in front of me. Thank you both for avenging my death.
Useless.
There we go.
Well,
Corrupted
You
Remnant.
can't expect them all to know something useful.
Lost Soul used to upgrade the versatile warrior's handle. It's 3 or 4 of them now freed. We'll climb up here, check this out before we continue on to that last one. Looks like another piece of Decipher. So I need one more piece of Decipher, and we will be able to finally read the rest of those runes. See if we can't get it a little more advanced through. So the other one is all the way across the lake, unfortunately. We shall get over there, and then we will go for either Fafnir's Horde, or honestly, we might just do Valunder Mines, since we will already be closer to it.
Now where do we go from here? Maybe the next one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
See, those are
So
the
you've met other
scales of the
spirits?
world,
Yes.
Serpent.
Many.
What were they like?
Rather
Annoying.
large. Rather large.
Do
And I
We have time
am
for
not
another story?
tracking this one, so I'm
A short
just
one.
going off the
There
map.
was a tale of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home.
I have a feeling
found
there's
a well.
probably something over here
The son
by
saw the
these
water and made to jump in,
statues. We'll
but the
go
father
and check
stopped
it
him.
while we're passing.
He saw the well was deep, and once
I
inside,
very well
they would
could
not
be
be able
wrong,
to
though.
escape if the water dried up again. Wisely, they moved on.
That's it?
Yes,
That's really not a story. If the sun jumped in, it would be a story.
Well,
then
there's
he
a
would
dead
be
body.
trapped and
just
starved
kinda
while the
floating
father
there.
watched helplessly.
You got me some
See? That's a story.
gold. There's an Eyes of Odin. I do not have the ability to shoot or throw my axe from the boat, which kind of sucks. Scoot. Okay, so there's another gateway. Here's another portal. It's gonna spawn those
Well,
higher
Worth a
based
shot.
enemies, which we definitely are not high enough to be dealing with. As you see, there's another boat dock there. We've already got a boat on the other side, so we will just go ahead and bring this platform up and then take it down and go ahead and take this boat. Little waterfall there.
I've never seen a waterfall so big.
So if we can dock up here. Still a ways off from where that soul is, but this is a hidden area.
Look here.
Okay, we got a
It's
scroll.
another treasure map.
Boat Captain's Key. Find the location from the scroll. Look at that. Through the journal. There we go. is going to be another portal back to the shop, as you see here. You cannot travel to that one yet. You can only go to Brock's shop at the moment. There is a location of another one. Okay. Right. Oh, it actually switches. Okay. So now we actually have to figure out how to get into this one when the chain is over here on the other side. And this is where you actually control it. Unless you can go part of the way. Nope, it's either open or closed. Nothing to lock it into place. So slightly troubling there. Unless now we do it. Across the bridge.
Come and face me, God of Thunder!
God of Thunder?
Your challenges mean nothing to the gods, Spirit. They do not listen.
Do not mock my pursuit of vengeance.
Mocking
When my family
Thor.
devoted their lives to worshipping Thor, I've devoted mine to his downfall. And I will start with that statue looming over my father's grave.
Unlikely. You are dead.
Is there something we can do?
Welcome to
For
the
a reward,
stream.
of course.
If you bring down the statue, you have my blessing to
Glad
loot
to
my
have you
father's
here.
grave. He rests on an island to the east.
Okay.
Why do you hate Thor so
There's
much?
another
After
one.
my father passed,
Destroy
my mother
statue
built
of
the statue
Thor.
to watch over his grave. Imagine our surprise when the God of Thunder himself came to offer condolences.
Of course, I can't do anything with those yet.
Of our hospitality.
I'm not 100% sure what I need for that quite yet. You see there's a
It was
chest
left with
there.
nothing but grief. Eventually, I lost that as well.
Okay. All right. Got it open. Who has time for opening a chest correctly? Golden Talisman of Protection. More defense. It will lower my vitality, though. Maybe something to look into later after I get a little more gear unlocked. I can really figure out where I need to go with it.
Ooh, good find.
Okay. Usually the stuff that is entwined with these vines that I've encountered so far, there are things you have to throw your axe at to destroy. Kind of like a little glowing ball wrapped in the same stuff. But I'm assuming it actually has to do with that little glowing red spike ball there. But I do not have the equipment so far to be
Father's
able
grave
to
lies
do
on an
it.
island. Do not mistake my mother's statue of Thor with that monstrous eyesore to the south.
That's it.
Okay.
That spirit.
The one whose mom was killed by Thor? What about him?
Right, we don't want to go through there yet. We're going to go ahead and go over here and get this last spirit. Oh, my bad. Last spirit is right here. I'm going to head
Your
over there and
story be
get
a
that
reminder.
taken care of,
The
then
lives of
continue
men mean
on.
nothing to the gods.
I know, Father.
You know. But do you listen?
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff to really delve into with this game, guys. You really want to focus on trying to hit everything the best you can as you go. There are
So,
going to be times like now
other
where you
stories have
double
you got?
back after you
There
get
was a
some
young man who was caught stealing
specific
and condemned to
equipment
die.
to actually be
His
able
mother came
to
to visit his prison.
get some of this
She
stuff
was a
that's
kind woman who could only
hidden
give
back
love.
behind
But her son,
certain
thief,
objects
met
and
her with rage
objectives.
and bit off her ear.
What? Why?
Primaria.
Because the boy had always been a thief. And his mother had taught him only love and nothing of consequences. We will continue another time.
There was an Eyes of Odin flying above us. See him there. Go. There we are. Another portal. Going to be able to go through there. I have a feeling that's going to take me a little ways. Make sure there's nothing else out here. I don't believe there is, but you never know with these games. Might as well check it out since we're here.
Boy,
Okay, there we go. Bunch of dead fish. Probably happened after your encounter with the World Serpent. When he rises, the water level lowers, giving you access to everything you saw out in the Lake of the Nine. Originally, all of that is underwater. Oh,
Hey,
found
Brock.
another one of
Could you
Brock's
take a look
shot.
at this?
What you got for old Brock? Holy Heimdall! You know what this is?
The heart of an ancient.
The heart of it. Oh yeah, well, that's what it is.
It wasn't easy to kill.
Oh really? Giant monster made out of rocks don't go down easy? Shocker. I need that alchemist for something I'm stewing up for you. If you're smart, you'll find him.
What does it say?
Yes, sir. These runes read death inside.
That doesn't sound promising. Okay. Says for secondhand soul, which is the guy we're supposed to be finding for Brock. It actually led us here
Brock said his friend was dwarven like him, wearing a green
in a
ring.
different way
Look if you
than
wish. I will be
what
gathering
I thought it was
resources for
going
our
to.
journey.
You don't want to help him?
No,
Why not?
because I do not run errands for dwarves.
Oh. That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
Here we come. Better.
Soul Eater got him. Must have been part of that alchemist crew.
At some point, we're going to lower that chain right there, which will give us access up there. There's a chest up there in the corner. I'm assuming after we go this way. It's probably going to be our way back.
got him.
Hey, I thought you didn't care.
I noticed the lack of ring while looting the body.
Oh.
Okay, I'm assuming that is actually the way we're going to be going. It's down there through that door.
Look here.
Another scroll.
Another map. Great.
Hmm. Okay, so there's going to be runes. Oh, calm down, boy. Sorry about that, guys. He hears something out there. Question is, where's this last room? Where could it be?
Interesting.
Heard a crow. It could be another Eye of Odin.
It's the ring! On that severed hand! Attached to the Soul Eater. Well, we know what happened to Anvari now. We can just go tell Brock. No need to fight it, right?
No. We will fight it.
Why?
Because you are frightened of it.
Like I said, Dad of the Year right there. We'll fight it because he's afraid of it. Good job there, Dad. Healing. Oh, they got me. Right. And now we've got those 3 runes that were in the area, the seals, to access this door.
Be strong, Atreus. Stay focused and look for a weak point.
Yes, sir.
Stay quiet. Make no sudden movement.
He's a hair away. As you see, his weak point is when he opens his chest up. Just like the first one that you encounter, except he's blue.
Yes,
You
sir.
will essentially do the same thing. As you hit him, pieces of himself will fall off, and you use that against him to do massive damage.
No sudden movement. Stronger than you know.
This is a close one.
Thank you, Father. Let's see if that's the alchemist's ring.
There we go. Alchemist's ring.
Inscription.
The alchemist.
Green ring
Well,
belonged
where's
to
the
Brock,
rest of it?
or belonged to
Ashes,
Brock's
most
friend,
likely.
Invari.
gone.
You'll
I guess we
probably
should bring this
want
back to Brock.
to give it a look. So we're going to end up taking that to Brock. There we go. Fury of the Ice Troll. It's a light runic attack sigil. Myself a little more health. I really wish that did a little more than what it does. It's almost pointless to have, honestly.
Read it.
Sir. These runes were written fast. It spells out Ejim Staney. I don't know that one.
We will ask the blue one.
So now you're interested?
We found his alchemist. A reward was promised. Ready yourself, boy! Focus up, boy.
There's that chest we found. Let us all the way around for it. Alright. So we're gonna head back to Brock.
What'd you find?
You're an alchemist.
I'm sorry, Brock. The hand is all we could find. Still wearing the ring. There was a soul eater inside, and well, it must have burned away the rest of him.
Suppose you'll still be wanting some compensation, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally, he says. Miani Feruxi. I'll take a closer look at this here ring. Maybe
Very low
Andvari
perk
left a bit of
activation
magic
chance to grant
inside before he
protected
grew
barrier,
up.
Dwarves can
preventing
do
damage
that?
from
Sure,
enemy
dwarves and
attacks
magic
on
jewels
any
is like
successful
flies and
action.
pig lips. Supple one.
Let's take a look at it. I'll drop my runic. It'll give me some more defense, which I really need. I think we are going to go with it. The defense is really going to come in handy. Ooh, that just looks nasty. Fury of Ice Troll. But I do like that shield slam a lot, actually. Okay, so that is now upgraded, and I'm assuming it is now maxed. Reduce all damage from Dark Elves attacks by 12%. Moderate perk activation, chance to grant a blessing of cooldown on any successful block. Increase resistance to burn by 20%. Stacks up to 60% max. That'll give me 3 back to my runic. 3 to cooldown. 3 to vitality. 3 to strength and runic. I'm going to go ahead and go that route. Go to skills. Now that I actually have some stuff to work with here. Precision Frost Burst. Precision throw combo now creates a massive explosion on impact. Let's see. While sprinting, press R2 to perform a massive leaping attack. I do want to be able to do that frost damage. Increase that as well. Do have enough for the Leviathan's Fury.
Ugh. I'm not as interested as I thought.
What realm you gents shaking off? Let me guess. Alfheim?
How'd you guess?
I'd know that smell anywhere. Used to spend my fair share of time there, but I ain't allowed to anymore on account of the incident.
What happened?
Well, ain't too sure your daddy's gonna like me talking about it on account of all the swearing and stealing and fucking involved.
What?
Don't judge me. You're the one came in all reeking of elf. Stirs up a man's memories. Go on now. I got things that ain't gonna hammer themselves.
All the swearing, stealing, and fucking going on. Huh? I see getting a little bit of elf booty. Once again, thanks to all who have tuned in so far. Hope you're enjoying the gameplay thus far. Please like and subscribe at High Roller Gaming. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications whenever I am online or whenever I have posted a video. That way you can tune in for more action. But for now, we are going to continue on. Go get that other soul freed that we were working on, and I managed to get here before there.
Did you see something out there?
It's okay, at least it was on the way.
I see no tower.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
Let's see. Is up here. I'm assuming. Take the pathway.
So, why did the thief bite his mom's ear?
Because the boy had always been a thief, and his mother had taught him only love and nothing of consequences. Had he been taught discipline instead, he might have lived longer.
Sure, but her ear, that's not right.
Oh. That big old guy. Somebody messed his world up.
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine.
End up having to boost him up
Look
there.
here.
Yes, sir. Kvekia.
First Spirit, you want something from us. How unexpected.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, Spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
You are learning.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching the peak.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others. Hey, this does more than decipher those Muspelheim runes. It also contains the travel rune.
Language.
Should we go visit the fire realm?
Muspelheim from the realm travel room. Now gathered 6 of the ship heads out of 9. So we are getting there. Another Eye of Odin. Okay. That's where we gotta go destroy the statue of Thor. Still gotta get back here to do the Horde. Realm of Tyr encounter. Okay, so we've got a few different things we could actually go and do at the moment. Here's all your different lore. It kind of tells you a little more about everything you've read so far and what certain things mean. The bestiary.
I see some loot up there.
Says he sees a loot somewhere. Not sure where, on the other hand. Let's see. 13 shops found, 11 of 37 lore markers, 6 of 43 Odin's Ravens, 5 of 26 legendary chests. So probably should head
What
towards
other stories have you got?
Fafnir's
One more.
storeroom.
There was the story of the Mother Crab, who scolded her son. She told him he should walk forward, in pride, not
Give me
sideways as
one
he
moment,
always
guys.
did.
I shall
But she's
be
a crab
right back.
too. You should say, sure. I'll look for it as soon as you show me how.
Yes, he did say that. That was the story.
I got it.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to take care of my dogs. A little whine, and it was time for them to go to the bathroom.
Got another
Let's get right back into it here.
story?
One more. There is a tale about a woodsman. He asked the trees of the forest for a branch to make a handle for his axe. Instead, the trees gave him a young sapling so they could keep their limbs. The woodsman made his axe, and then he returned and chopped down the oldest trees in the forest.
Just because trees are old doesn't mean they're smart.
There's a world serpent up there. Fafnir's Ravine.
Which way? Treasures from all different realms. Do you think that Fafnir went to Alfheim too?
I do not know.
Aren't you curious? He sounds interesting.
We go to the storeroom to collect anything useful for our journey, not to learn more about the dwarf.
Light arrows coming in handy.
Found anything good in Fafnir's storeroom, like maybe a whetstone?
It's never a good thing when you enter an area and there's already a dead body on the ground.
Reavers.
Uh-oh. I must have gotten here first. We're doing this!
You have potential, boy. Locked. Find another entrance.
Entrance through there, probably. But, okay, 1, 2. There's a third one.
What's that?
There's 2 of them. But where is the third?
Father, look up there.
There it is. That'll open that runic chest. Try to get where I have a clear. All right. There we go. Horn of Bloodmead. You use 3 of these to increase your rage meter. I need 1 more and I'll be able to get another
What's that?
increase for it. What is this kid looking at?
Whoa.
Boy, over here.
Yes, sir. Looks like the Reavers made it inside. I hope they didn't take all the treasure.
Ah. Did not have that timed out right. Apparently. Alright, got right through my block on that one. That was not an unblockable attack though. So I think it just dealt enough damage while blocking to actually take me out.
Some stupid cops. Draugr. No magical treasure, and no what's...
Keep your expectations low, boy, and you will never be disappointed.
Entry stone.
They caught you off guard.
I wasn't expecting them.
Exactly.
All right.
Here we go!
Okay.
Enemies ahead!
Nothing but poison in this one, and the stupid bird statue.
And useful resources. The main reason we are here, boy. However, many of these chests have been emptied.
Probably by the Reavers. I hope they didn't take Sindri's whetstone. Feeling about this next one. Maybe we'll even find the whetstone.
Remember what I told you about expectations, boy.
Keep them low. I remember. Still, good feeling.
I like how I went to roll and I just got stuck in that crap. It's okay, they are orange enemies though, so they are harder. to deal with than your normal enemies.
My good feeling.
Alright, yeah, they were a bit of a pain. But as you can see, these fights are a lot harder than your average God of War that everybody's used to seeing from the franchise. They will absolutely decimate you if
Prepare yourself.
you are not being careful.
I was ready for them this time.
I saw.
So I should keep my expectations low, but always expect an attack?
It is a delicate balance. Expect the worst, assume nothing, and always anticipate an attack.
Sure is a lot to remember. look too good! Watch out! I don't think so! Still no whetstone. And only one room left. I know I shouldn't hope, but you think we'll find it there?
No.
Nothing like 2 yellow wolves, 2 orange wolves, and a purple wolf. What a way to walk into a potential ass whooping.
Huh? Yes!
Hmm. For the Frost Ancients. Light Runic Attack.
So, you back to piss on my corpse, you ungrateful little... who are you two?
Alright, sorry about that.
We're looking for a whetstone. Have you seen it?
Aye, there was one in this room. My son sharpened his dagger on it, right before stabbing me in the back.
What?
Little bastard thought it was his turn to lead my crew. I was hard on him, sure. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. I did the same thing to my dad when I was his age.
He killed his own father?
Where is he now?
Bastard, but he's my bastard. You'll get no help from me, fool.
Then his dagger will help.
Hey! That's mine! Hey!
Come, boy. We are leaving.
Go. Yikes. All kinds of goodies.
For a pair of pasty fee-fools, you sure can fight. I'll give you that.
Why would his son betray him like that? Kill his own father? Over some treasure? Seems so greedy.
Remember what I told you, boy. Assume nothing.
Well, sure. He didn't seem like a great father, but...
You only know half the story.
Guess.
Ready yourself!
Jeez. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. I think that's kind of where I'm gonna call it for the stream today. I'm just gonna kind of sit back, relax, and play a little bit. I do have to wake up early for work, but I will hit it whenever I get home tomorrow. Until then, see y'all later and have a great day.